how to do that. Alright, I'll get this going to the YouTubes. How do I get that going there? Alright. Got that going. We got that going. Don't know how to do that. Alright, good. Alright. Mute this, because that's annoying. Got that up. Get you going. Get you there. Alright. What are we gonna do today? We're gonna do some scalping, boys. Ladies and jelly spoons. We got our musty trusty tool here. Why are you doing that? Well, that looks good. Alright. We don't have anything on odd CAD at the moment. Why is that doing that? Alright, we're gonna scalp. We're taking an odd CAD. We're gonna start small. Just a little tiny position here. Bada boop. Let's throw down some visual reference. Bada bing. Just gonna mark out, I don't know, 4 zones. 4 or so zones here. Da da da. Yeah. Da 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 da. Alright, got that going. I'm going to set up some layered trades in here just to kind of get it started. In case we catch a fast move, we don't miss it. Alright, confirm. Blink. And so, if you haven't watched me before, which you haven't, because nobody knows who the hell I am, the idea, we're going to use our tool, tell us if we're overbought or oversold, and then, what's going on here? Basically cost average in, and the idea is we don't want to get price too far away from where current price is. So this is our zero. When we get to here, we'd be at break even, right? And so as we pull through the zone, we'll keep layering in price. We'll keep dropping, you know, the break even price, and then all we need is just a small move, small pullback, 3-4 pips, and you're in profit. And the tool should tell us when to get out. Sometimes you're just gonna have to use your guts and get out. And we're just looking for small little moves. A little bit really adds up. That really does. I got a lot of work to do today. Probably going to trade until about, I don't know, maybe an hour. See if we can get 4 or 5 trades in. And then I got work to do. I got a background investigation I'm doing right now. So we will be background investigating today. I think we're going to get, people seem to love the prop firms. I think we're going to buy a prop firm exam and run a prop firm exam. Oh, hi, lady. I don't know if people can see the lady. Lady? Right there. You see this big floofy dog? Oh, yeah. Herm's the floofed. Yeah, she's a girl. She's the goodest girl. Alright. You know, you're the goodest girl. we didn't pull up. I like to keep second chart with some secret squirrel stuff over here so I can get sharper exits. Alright. Yeah, that's right. I have California Girls stuck in my head. I woke up this morning. California Girls stuck in my head. No idea. I don't know the last time I even heard that song was. So that's not embarrassing, but here we are. Man, we should have gone a little heavier. $3 trade isn't really that exciting, is it? We're almost ready to get out of this trade. We're going to be exiting really soon. I think maybe we'll push it to maybe here. Or until my oscillator hits whatever it is. And, you know, that could be a Bollinger Band. You can use an RSI. Doesn't matter. But we're going to get in when the tool tells us, and then we're going to use some sort of oscillator to get out. Keltner channel, Bollinger Band, RSI, MACD, something like that. I'm kind of struggling here. What's it looking like on a 5-minute? That should give us a little bit more before we get out. Man, I should have went a little heavier. First trade of the day, and I'm tired, so I thought we'll just take a smaller position, but I think we went too small. Well, there we go. Let's add another position here, because we went too small. 1, 6. Not gonna add. I don't know why it's not adding a position here. That's fun. Add. Great. It's gonna add like 4 of these at once. I don't know. I'm hitting the buy button. It's just not working. That's really great. I'm excited about that. Oh, that's frustrating. What if we refresh? Oh yeah. Yeah, it added a bunch of positions. It just wasn't refreshing. That's pretty frustrating. That is pretty frustrating. I hate it when it does that. We'll set it to like here. Yeah. There we go. Push up a little bit, buddy. Push up. Since we got room, we got room to go up before we want to pull around it. Looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. It added even more since we've been hanging. Jeez Louise. All the times we click the button. We gotta remember not to do that. I'm used to trading on MetaTrader 5. So trading through trading view is kind of new to me. Not really new to me, but MetaTrader is just so much better. But it's hard to see. It looks janky, and people didn't like it, so here we are. what news we got today. Wonder what news we have today. Let's go take a look here. Well, that's good to know. We have like a Australian dollar CPI thing coming out later today. So we probably don't want to be scalping at that time. Okay. Hopefully we're in some really long swing trades on OddCat on our algorithm on the MET system that we run, and man, we've been in drawdown for like 2-3 days. Hopefully that news will give us the push back down we wanted. On that trade we're in here. I mean, we started taking positions in here, so we need something really to pull it down today. It would be really great if that happens, because I don't like being in drawdown. It's super not fun. Let's pull this window down. In here. Come on, baby. Well, because we threw so many units in here, we don't have to go very far to make 20-30 bucks. That's kind of all we're looking for with the size of this account. I'll end up taking 20 scalps in a day. 20 bucks. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy. We've hit roughly 1.5–1% a day, just taking small little scalps every day for the last, I don't know, 3 weeks. This is a fairly new strategy. I've been swing trading, so long trades on a 4-8 hour time frame. We've been doing that for the last, gosh, I don't know, year. We've been running this algo that runs off of 4-hour trades, and so I tried to kind of adapt it to the 1 minute time frame. So that's what we've been doing. And it seems to work pretty good as long as you get your cost averaging right. So it's been a little bit of a learning curve, but overall it's been working pretty good. The trick is to keep your break even close to current price, and so if you start getting into trouble, you don't have to go too far to get out of trouble. And it seems to be working really well. Actually, better than really well. I think I'm in 2 weeks I haven't really lost, so we're due for a big loss. That's how mean reversion stuff works. Tons of wins, super high win ratio, and then you'll catch a big loss. But so far, so good. The idea is you just need to make sure that you're using, really small position sizes for your account. So, and it's not martingale where you're just like doubling. You don't want to just keep doubling. We are going to stop at a certain amount and just take the loss. But if you can cost average and keep current price, I mean, we don't want to be more than 2 or 3 pips away. If ideally 1.5 pips, 2 pips away from current price, and that way the small swing can get you at least back to break even, or maybe we'd even close it here if this is going to keep pushing down. But the idea is you can just get out in and out really quick. You don't need to move. Maybe 1.5 pips, 2 pips gives you a really nice little profit. Man, we're gonna have to make this bigger. You're gonna have to be bigger, sir. And so if we tag in here, it should pull this down, right? And that's kind of the idea. We want to average. We want our average price to just keep pulling down with prices that goes against us. Should we try to put on some music? Let's do that. YouTube. And then we had found add free stream music. Copy free. What is this one? Cloud Kid. That looks like an ad to me. Got lo-fi vibe tunes, bro. Relaxed in the moment. Alright, that should be cool, huh? Oh man, what an idiot. Couldn't even see the price. What a dork. We're vibing on this music, man. We gotta make this bigger so it actually has an effect if it gets hit. Alright. Oh man, tag us in. We do need to add something. Because right now, a good swing would just be back up to this point. So hopefully this will tag us in. This should bring our, I'm guessing, bring our cost average down to here somewhere. And then we don't have to go back. There we go. Yeah, now we don't have to go back too far to get to here. And we just want to make sure that we're not over leveraging when we have, like I have, oh god, 75% of my margin left. We just don't want to get margin called or get in a position where we're so drawn down, like we're a little less than 0.5% of my account, right? We don't want to get in a spot where we're drawn down like 5-10% on a single trade. That's just, it ain't gonna work for us. So we'll go ahead and do 2, 1. Yeah. We're probably done adding positions for a while. We're gonna probably wait for it to come down here. If it tags here, that would drop our average cost, our average price. It'll drop it down to like here, right? And then we only have to swing up not very far to get back to break even, or even a small loss depending on what we're oscillator. So I'm using the oscillator on the other screen, so it's an RSI, a Bollinger Band, insert whatever. That's kind of noisy. And we're going to use that to tell us when our swing is done. RSI works pretty good. If I was going to use anything, I like using the RSI to get in and out, and I'll set it to a period of like, oh, I don't know, 4 or 5. Kind of sucks when we hit that button and it didn't react. I would have liked to have those entries be a little farther apart. It's just not the best example to show you, but again, if we're using small enough sizes, we have a lot of margin left. We're not overstretched yet, you know. But the idea would have been to space these out in 2 or 3 pip increments. That would have been the better deal. And I think we're going to try to get out of this, like maybe right here. Just because it got so kind of funky the way this worked out with my spacing was terrible. So, and we'll see on future trades, my spacing will be better, and you can get a better idea of how this should have worked out. We should have worked out, if I had fat fingered the button, we started entering, I think, like here. Looks like on this candle. So our spacing really should have been like this. And we would have wanted to gradually go up, right? And that's the idea. We're just gradually going up. Adding a little bit, keeping that cost average down. We're averaging into the scale, scaling into this position. Gradually, bigger and bigger increments. And there we go, baby. It was very ugly. I apologize for the opening trade being so ugly, but you can see what happened there, right? And then I like to draw these because I post these in my Discord later, and it gives people an idea of the positions I took and when. I think we tagged one here. There we go. And that's what it ends up looking like. And you get thousands of these a week, right? Let's see some other trades I took earlier this week. This is a cool tool too. If you want to join the Discord, you can have this cool little scalping tool. Orange lines telling you it's time to sell, green telling you to buy. If you don't get this zone box, which these are set for a different pair, we're going to drop this down to 2.5. Jeez, I don't know why my internet is so slow this morning. Anyway, you want to trade dot to dot. So you would have bought here, gotten out here, sold here, gotten out here, bought here, gotten out there. And you're just going to follow price that way. Sold here, gotten out here, sell, sell, sell. And you end up cost averaging into all your positions, right? So it ends up looking like this. And as long as you're scaling up, you end up making a tiny little profit, right? This one would have been a sad time. You would have gotten to here. So you've been some losers. And then you would have been in some deep winners. And if had you scaled up properly, these two would have well overpowered all the nonsense going on there. No problemo. Alright, well, this pair is kind of cooked for right now. Let's see if people like trading the future stuff. Let's see what we got. Oh, that would have been a cool. Just a pretty cool drop there, huh? Is it market opening? Is that why we're having a big run? We're at New York Open. I'm probably not going to touch. I don't want to touch something that's going to move that fast. We'll come back later today if I hop on, which I'm probably going to hop on this afternoon. We'll come back and take a look at trading some S&P or ES, whatever you like to call it. Let's take a look at EuroCAD. That's another good one to scalp with mean reversion. I missed this the same trade essentially. What about CHF JPY? Alright, yeah, that one's good for it. Let's take this one for a sell. I'm going to take CHF JPY for a sell. Boop. And then we can do this one like we were supposed to in the first place with the last one. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out and not register in my trades. Ooh, silly goose. Alright. Go ahead and mark out. Just quick eyeball reference, some levels. These. this already. It's my oscillator telling me. Alright, since we got a little bit of room left to go down. Not much. Oh, boy, that thing's doing its thing. What is going on with the delay? I'm gonna post this in the chat. Alright, so we ended up taking 1, 2, 3. We ended up taking link. We ended up going link, something like that. Close enough. Go to my Discord. Who cares, bro? But like, all right, this guy's asking me a question, so I need to answer it. All right, boom. This was OddCAD. Boop. Let's go check in on our CHF JPY, and we're gonna go ahead and shut her down. Boop. Positions closed. Alright, I got that going. Let's go find another scalp. Oh, we gotta get rid of the sell limits. That would be disastrous. Copy that. Toss it in the chats. Oh, there we go. NZD USD, what are you doing? Man, my internet is so slow. Look how slow the indicator isn't even loading. Wow, this thing was in a buy. That's wild. Look at that. Okay. Well, the dollar is strong right now, man. That would be a great. Alright, we might regret this. We're going to take a buy here on NZD USD just because it's been calling out buys since all the way up here. So we're deep in the matrix. USD is just so strong right now. So I bet you we can get up to one of these levels here. And hopefully we don't end up catching some big USD news and getting super married to this trade. Hopefully it's going to be a quick in and out. I only have 20 or so more minutes to trade. Up to 180, 485, 40. Make this firm. That helps us cost average. Let's check our RSI. See where that's at. And our Bollinger Band. See where that's at. Yeah. See this oscillator. This looks good. I don't see why we don't just tag out there on the blue line. RSI is saying though we're almost done pushing up. But that's on the 1 minute. I guess we're trading on the 5 minute. What's the 5 minute RSI look like? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure we'll hang out in this trade too much longer. Let's set this here, just below that middle line. It's possible we'll swing down and we'll form a kind of W, kind of like this, and then push up. So again, we just want to get a few points for this account. It's almost 60 grand. I'm getting 20-30 bucks a scalp. We're gonna do hour sessions, maybe 3 sessions a day, 4 sessions a day. You know, yesterday we were 14 or 15 trades. Like, I'm happy with this. We're just gonna get out. Boop. Yeah, you know, making 1%, 0.75% a day. There's 20 trading days, right, in a month. You do the math. You know, 15-18% for a month is plenty, especially for, you know, little scalps like this where you're coming in and out. For any account, that would be, in my opinion. I'm sure there's guys out there who'd say, "I get 8% a day." You know, I get it. You're the best. We can't all be drafted to the NFL. So, anyway, that was just a quick and easy in and out. Now we're 3-0 for the stream, right? Boop. Profit is profit. Consistent profit will get you paid. This was NZD USD. Doinkity doink. Alright. Let's see what else we can find to trade today. What's the old Bitcoin doing? Kind of deep in a sell for a Bitcoin. Dare we? Let's try to sell Bitcoin. Boop. We'll just come down to here. Oh wow, this is so big. That's a bummer. Will let you do that. It will let you do smaller than a 1. Okay, well, we're way over leveraged. We're not gonna let this thing eat us alive. If it doesn't drop soon, we're just gonna get out. I didn't realize just one contract would be so much money. I wonder if it'll let us do like a. Will it let us do like a 0.01? It will. That's probably where you should have started. I didn't realize you could do smaller than a 1, so as you can tell, we don't trade Bitcoin too often. You do need to average your price down though. I have some Bitcoin. Got a couple extra dollars. I ended up putting just $200 or $300 in Bitcoin when it got down to, I think it was at like in the upper 90s. I just been letting it sit in my Coinbase. I was hoping it would drop back down and I could add some more. So I've been kind of waiting on it, but it's been just kind of steadily pushing up the last couple months. We're gonna get out of this thing super early. We're way over leveraged, just because the contract size was what it was. So oops. So, not the best trade. But that's fine. At least we streamed it. That's not embarrassing, right? For the whole world to see. Jeff didn't know you could go small on the contract size. That was really great. Kind of cool to come back down to here, huh? Pull down to here. God, these so big. I wonder if Bitcoin has like a mini. They have it in futures, huh? Just for funsies, what happened? How much is this for? Yeah, we should have been trading the Bitcoin futures, the micros. Well, that's good to know, man. It's good to know. I'm gonna cost average this in a little bit. Try to get price a little closer to where we are. If we get to $400 or $500, we're just gonna close this out. We don't want to lose more than 2% on this. Actually, I guess $600 now. I think we're almost up to 60 grand on this account. Doing its thing. See where other pairs are at. We might be ready for a pullback. If our indicator was low today. About. We missed it. That was the move we wanted right there. What's gold doing today? The dollar's going up. You'd think the gold would be going down, huh? I'm not quite ready on the gold. Euro CHF, are we taking a trade on that yet today? Dang, we missed a good buy. Let's watch this one for a little bit. If we can get back, if we could pull back, yeah. Dang, I think it's just making this move. What a bummer. Ah, that little tiny move, that's what we wanted right here. Just a little whoop. Get out there. Is that one 2.5? Yep. That was our move. We missed it, man. Euro GBP, what do you, we missed that one too. Alright, look at how long this one's been dragging out. I don't know why it's not. Oh, it called one way up there. Let's try to take a scalp on GJ or GBP CAD. I'm going to go a little light on the sizing because obviously this hasn't been working out for this pair. And then, I don't trade this one too often. So I don't really... we'd have to probably go retune the tool for this. That's a lot. 200. here. That would be 240, so we want this to be 480. Boop. 9 something, so we want this to be 9 something. And that would put this at 1.8. Excellent. We gotta pull this up on the chart. We're gonna go ahead and check out where the oscillators are at. So for now, we'll shoot just below here. Might get out sooner if the RSI tells us to. Oh wow, that's still 80. This pair's heavy. This probably be our last 2 trades. What's Bitcoin doing? We're still fiddle fucking about. Nice. Man, we're gonna get a nice push down on Bitcoin when it comes. I almost wonder if I should come a little deeper. I need to make a note. I need to check out GCAD later and get some specifics on that. Find settings. Clearly these need to be bigger. For GCAD, like, I don't know, 300? That's too big. Maybe 80? That's still too big. Yeah, that would be about right. This tool I just made using Chat GPT. Alright, we're getting out of the Bitcoin slaughter. That was silliness. I apologize. Take it to... I don't think the other one was quite as good. I think it was... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Alright. Bring to the front. Screenshot that. Over the Discord. PTC USD. That's 4. So GCAD comes about and I'm done, folks. When this gets up, we'll be ready, man. We'll have a quick little 5 trade streak to open the day, which is cool. I'll hop back on. I don't know. Gosh, 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30 a.m. PST. So that would be in 3 hours, and we'll try to catch another couple wins then. If anybody's looking for a trade, didn't get into GCAD with me. Odd CAD, kind of cooked right now. CHF JPY. Not good. Euro CHF. You could scalp a buy on Euro CHF. I would wait till it came down to here. I'm not going to get in because I do have to. I do have to get off. But something like this on Euro CHF will pay out. So I would try to take it. I mean, now would be okay, but I would try to take it in here. I would space it out like this. We're going to have 4 zones. All right. And I would cost average in and use Bollinger Bands or something. And you're going to just keep price within 2 pips of where you're at. And so start at something really small for your account. So the good rule of thumb is 0.01 per 1,000. And I would take 0.01 trades in here. And then as we get down here, however many trades you have, so if you have, like, let's say you're in 0.03 trades and you want to start taking 0.06 trades here, and I would take maybe one here. We don't be taking a ton because you need to keep in mind that you're going to keep cost averaging. And if it pulls way down here, now you're going to take a 0.12, maybe one more 0.12. If it keeps diving, then it's not your day, and you're just going to get out. The idea is if you keep, even if you're drawn down, if you keep choked up close to here, then just one of these little swings up will be enough for you to get out and make your money, okay? There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, we're going to keep an eye on the RSI on this one because I don't think we want to hang out for a super long time. It actually kind of looks like we maybe should have cost averaged a little bit into this. Because we're almost overbought on the RSI on the 1 minute. And this is pulling down so hard I don't think we're going to hang out for a long time. So we're getting close to getting out. We're getting close to getting out. Just waiting to see. Let's get out. We're going to get out. Alright. Quick and easy. 5-0 for the session. Sorry about the Bitcoin debacle and the over leverage there. That looked pretty dumb on my part. But at least it's memorialized in the video forever. Alright. I mean, nobody's watching but people on my Discord, but I will post a Discord link in the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. Alright, we did it. 5 scalps for the day, for the session. And we gotta go to work. Man, I gotta look at this. What's going on here? Maybe we should wear a hat. Look like a fucking hobo. Alright. Rumble Studio says nobody's even in here except for me and my mommy. Message to all. How do I just do a comment? Don't need that. Nice. Boom, ba ba boom, boom, baba booey. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching.